Oh. Oh shit. Fucking the heck.
The final days were upon us. The fabric of the star had begun to fray, its lands rent by tooth and claw.
Oh shit. Wait. CG Alizé. You got a new outfit too.
Are you all right?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this ragging. Come on!
Past the far edge of fate, ring blades dark and light, tolling the coming of the end.
Fucking moon? End Walker? Oh, okay. Yo, are we gonna get to go to the fucking moon, dude? Is it a Final Fantasy IV shit? What does chat have to say about this? The moon. Let's go! Breagasm.
Video of that healer job in action. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, that's the thing. Oh. Interesting. It seems offensive. Got a pretty like sage.
はい、
Got a pretty offense.
今
kind of
回
feel
ですね
to it.
行月のフィナーレ新序部第1弾はまあその攻防一体っていうところもあったりしていろいろまたこれまでのヒーラーとは全然異なる体験をお届けしようと思ってますのでぜひ楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
We believe the experience that
Good
we'll
one,
be
dude.
providing with the Sage will be completely unique and a lot of fun. Please look forward to it.
そしてですねジョブクエストこの まあなんかちょっとおしゃれでスタイリッ
You
シ
just
ュ
switched
ですよ
shirts?
ね。
It's a very stylish job, you could say. Wait. Yoshipi?
はい。 暑かった。
Sure. You were hot.
暑かった。
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And anything else?
何？
Something else?
いや、ノーコメント。
No comment. Okay.
さあ。まあ新しいジョブのね賢者、ぜひご期待していただきたいんですけど、まあもう一個追加するよって言ってる近接
Have something to do with a
に
job?
関してはまた、次のですねデジタルファンフェスティバルの方でお
Hey, but he's kind of dripped though.
思っております。
He's
コメントがねフィナーレ
Final end finale. I sense
Over.
a pattern.
意地でも終わる
it's
の
the end.
It's gonna end.
No more.
このキーワードが示すのはメインストーリーの大きなサーガとして約10年にわたって、お届けしてきたハイデリン・ゾディアーク編と呼ばれているサーガが今回、この 6.0 行月のフィナーレ
On having the story complete itself by the end of the actual expansion 6.0.
ただですねちょっと
Really?
コメントをすごいザーザーしてるんですけど
Would that make it longer?
こ
Or?
れでですねもちろんファイナルファンタジー14が終わってしまうわけではございません。
But of course, this does not mean that we are shutting down Final Fantasy XIV and ending the game at this point.
まあ何だったのか
Long-awaited conclusion to the Tale of Gods in Light and Dark.
You
Yo!
have
We go to the
taken
moon!
taking
To the moon!
where you became the Warrior of Darkness and averted the. So we're
It's like a
starting off with one of our
tropical-
smaller towns.
ご紹介したいと思います。こちら
And this is it.
どこだ
Where the fuck is this?
こちらの名前
I thought we were going to the moon, dude!
ラザ
So in the Azim steppe, especially those players that participate,
Elephants!
have maybe encountered one of these very aggressive.
We're fucking elephants, dude. We're gonna have elephants. Walking elephants.
You'll be meeting.
出会い
Threats.
もございます。
But again, you won't be just making friends in the next expansion. There will be threats to deal with.
夜道では会いたくありませんが、まあ、こんなやつとの出会いがあったりしますね。
Wait, is that anima?
One of the things that will be waiting for you.
ファイナルファンタジー10が好きだという方は
Final Fantasy 10, he said 10, right?
のかなと思うんです
So if
が
there are fans of Final Fantasy X out there, they might recognize.
Yep, I do! I do! Yeah, anima! I fucking knew it!
企業と出会うことになりそうです。
His name is Anima.
で、まあ今回ですね、ファイナルファンタジー10の時にアニマを作画した
That's
スタッフが
cool.
ファイナルファンタジー14のアートスタッフでもあるんですよ。彼が
Be a trial?
に改めて
Familiar. Seen him somewhere before.
このマークなんかどっかで見たことあるんだけど、
Yeah, this mark, we've seen it somewhere before.
ラハブレ
Laha,
ラハ
laha, la,
ラヒ
Was
こち
I guess-
らコンライドレイドのタイトルとしてバンマデンパンデモニウムと
Pandemonium
シリーズでお届けしていきます。
We can tell you the title. The title will be Pandemonium.
another Final Fantasy 8.
このレイドがですねどんな場所で、
Right?
行われるのかというのはちょっと伏せていくんだな。
A lot of you have been waiting for this guy.
Guy?
この方
Oh, Estinian!
And this is who it is.
Okay.
エスティニアンが竜騎士として参加。
Blitzball?
Blitzball,
ツボール
blitzball, 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 blitzball.
Imagine a fucking blitzball?
ボールガイズ
Fall guys.
ボールガイズが欲しい。
They said Fall Guys or fucking.
なんか今回のレイドで落ちたりしてるもんね。
Fall
そうだもんね
Guys?
Snowboarding as well.
A snowboard?
Snowboarding. Fall guys.
お前やたら相撲って言ってる人いるんでね、さっきからね。
And sumo, of course. Sumo.
はい、ちょっと
All right.
This.
Next, we're going to introduce a new piece of content that we've been working on.
さて何や
Orbean!
楽しそうなイメージらしい
Animal Crossing!
You can, from the artwork, you can see that it looks pretty fun and relaxing.
こちらの
The Animal Crossing
無人島
Island Sanctuary?
So the title for this that we have now is the Island Sanctuary.
ファイナルファンタジー14の世界の中でスローライフを楽しんでいくという新しいコンテンツを今、開発進めております。
We're currently working on this content where Final Fantasy XIV players, adventurers can enjoy a bit of slow living.
Yeah.
ギャザラー
Animal Crossing
キャラクター
Final
プレイし
Fantasy.
ていなくても楽しむことができます
And again, this is not just something that is limited to crafters and gatherers. Anyone can play this.
まあもちろんねやってる人にも特典はあるんですけどみんなプレイできる
Of course, crafters and gatherers will be able to do different types of things here, but of course, this is something for everyone.
まあ例えばですけど動物の飼育をしたり
Hey, we have something for you to pay for if you like.
まあ気に入ったらでいいですよもちろん
This, of course,
Amount
is not required.
the lunar whale from Final Fantasy IV? Are you fucking
クラウドのフェンリルというバイクファンフェス記念として販売開始しましたが今回ルナフ
How
ォ
much?
というマウント、
how much?
発売
How big is it? Oh shit, there's the music from Final Fantasy IV. Oh, is it like a multiple? Seven people can fit in it? Holy shit! Oh, water. As energy. Cool. That's really cool. Imagine that's the music that plays. You have it on.
We also have one more type of item available. Actually,
Ooh!
まあ今回ね行月の日
God damn it!
月に絡んでいるということでファイナルファンタジー4の、オマージュエッセンスっていうのもいろいろ期
How
待
much?
できるかなと思うんですがその4からミニオンとしてエッジ、ローザ、リディアの、ミニオンがファンフェス記念として発売となります
And because a big part of the Endwalker story focuses on the moon, we decided to go the route of Final Fantasy IV, which also took place somewhat on the moon, and to take characters from there and create minions from them. We have Edge, Rosa, and Rydia.
でどちらもねファンフェスティバルデジタル
Where to start? That was quite a bit. What do I think? I have no idea what the moon is going to be about. What do I think? I think the moon, okay, actually something like a Death Star, okay? And this is where the Asians came from, or something along those lines. Okay, maybe the Asians are from this moon-like Death Star, right? And maybe the final end days, whatever it's called, maybe the moon was the cause for that. Something like that. That's what I'm saying. This thingy here definitely looks like a ship because of this. And also, first of all, I really like the logo. I really like the logo. It's just, I don't know. It's cool. Really cool. It's also like this has like a very Final Fantasy IV kind of feel. So yeah. Fuck. So there's some things I wanted. Pretty much, I feel like this is indicating or whatever, just saying that hey, this isn't really like old. Okay? This is just it's like a close. It's pretty much like saying close to a chapter, but or something else. Just how it's the end of a day, but then you know, the day is over, but then a new day begins. New day has come. This is pretty much what it is. This is the end and also the start of something, I guess, new. Interesting. They also said, was that how they said like in every other expansion, full story that comes with it is not 100% complete by the what is it, base expansion, whatever, and it only goes after the patches. That it takes it till it's complete, much like how in Shadowbringers, you know, I felt like there was a lot finished or concluded in 5.0. There was still more things, you know, having to do with Graha and all the other Scions and how they're gonna get back, and Ludovis and all that, you know, wasn't finished until 5.3. So now they're saying that they're gonna finish everything completely in 6.0, and then the other patches are going to be the start for whatever next is to come or whatnot. So what I find interesting about that is since they're saying they're gonna finish everything, does this mean that this expansion's MSQ or story or whatever is going longer? Or are they just gonna like fit the story within like the same kind of size of an MSQ expansion? Or I don't know. they didn't really say anything about the length of the MSQ, what I recall. But it is it's something that just it usually takes like what, 2-3 patches for an expansion story to completely finish. And usually what comes with that is about what, another 20 or so MSQ quests about. So I don't think if it is longer, it probably won't be longer by that much, realistically speaking. But this is something to think about. This is the climax, the ending of arc and whatnot. Maybe, because maybe it will actually be a little longer, in terms of MSQ size. For these areas, these new areas, I was not expecting at all a tropical Aztec kind of feel introduced. Since it's pretty clear that we're going to go to the moon, now I'm interested in how they're going to do that, if that makes sense, or how they're gonna like go about it. Because at first I thought that we're gonna get like new areas on the moon. Oh, it's gonna be on the moon. But it doesn't really seem like that. It seems like they're gonna be just new areas, and you know, within the on Earth or whatever. Don't mind it. It definitely looks cool. This kind of like tropical Aztec kind of feel. Looking at, you know, some of the other stuff here. So one thing they noted is that they're gonna have like two sort of major, smaller, and one that is the bigger or larger one. I think they said. Okay. They said this one is the smaller one. So again, kind of have another city that's like all stacked up on itself, you know, like Limsa, Eomor, and Ishgard. They're kind of like sort of like all stacked up on itself. But this is a more tropical take on it. Looks cool, you know, again with kind of like Aztec vibe to it. So I don't know, I think this is in-game. This doesn't look like artwork. This looks like in-game screenshot. So Look, so they said this was like the entrance. Yeah, you can see the little eye there. Entrance across the bridge. This place looks cool. It kind of reminds me of the Crystarium, sort of similarly. There's like, you know, circle, and then you have stairs going up here. So, yeah, again, you know, Aztec, kind of like a sort of little classical place. It's called the Radzahan. So another thing that says that this place is gonna be located in Thavnir. Thavnir. I don't know if this is the same place. This is definitely not the same place. Somewhere else, but I believe Radzahan will be located in Thavnir. I think Thavnir is what it's called. You know, like Ilmag, Pomeray, and you know, this is just, I believe it's at the top of my head, I'm thinking right now. They said that this has been mentioned. This place is mentioned before, and like it kind of sounds familiar. So that's that. So this, it also says it's an island, which I guess fits with the tropical kind of thing. Yes. So those are the areas. The new areas they have shown thus far. So we're gonna get this Thavnir in 6.0. Probably, yeah, the whole island is going to be in 6. I feel like the moon is going to be like a special location, something like that. Sort of how like Armorat is like special location with region of a map. So in my head, when they first said, "Oh, we're going to the moon," I thought it was gonna be moon like this is the place we're going to go. It's not gonna be like that, obviously, and it's more like, okay, so it's like have this tropical place, and then we can go to a section, region, or whatever. Kind of makes sense because it's not. I thought like how could you make multiple zones on the moon, make them look distinguishable? You know, it's all gray up there, so it makes more sense to make it like it'll probably be like one big zone, sort of how it is in Stormblood steps. You know, in Stormblood, where it's that big plains that's like reminiscent of like the Calm Lands from Final Fantasy X. You have like the different Aura tribes there. It'll probably be like that. It's probably gonna be just one big zone. I think, which is fine. It's completely yeah. So they said that this is I feel like this is like a full tribe, if that may even make sense. Pretty much, there's like one friendly one, and then there's like one not so friendly one. You can tell like by the clothes, they look like, you know, friendly, and you know the other side of Elephant tribe is probably more vicious, more hostile, whatnot. So that's cool and all. Obviously, Anima is going to be included in here, one way, somehow. I think, say it was on the moon. I don't know. Found it on the moon. Really cool. Pretty cool. Would make for probably a cool trial or whatnot. This is not the only thing on the moon. This is just one of them. So what are my thoughts? As one of the party members, you can choose. Yeah, this is cool. They said they're also gonna tweak some other thing with it. Personally, I never have really used the trust system. I only used it once thus far. I've only used it far, and it was like for the first dungeon in Shadowbring. I'm cool with it. I have no problems with it. It's just that when I used it that one time, it felt very slow. It felt like this dungeon way too long. Like usually a dungeon will take you like 15 minutes to 20 minutes, you know, 50 minutes if you really know everything down to the T. Well optimized. Bing bam boom boom. So it can fall within that 20-15 minutes. So when I used the trust, it was like, this is taking very long. It didn't make it harder. It wasn't harder. It was just like, it was just taking. I don't know if that was like on my end, you know, not to very well play with it and whatnot. But that was my experience. I felt like it was why I never used it again. Going forward, Shadowbringers, dungeon, I'll just the party finder maybe quicker. I have nothing really against it. I think it's allowed to dungeons and Final Light Song with like alongside the characters you're always around with. So that's cool. That now. So this is another big one. This Island Sanctuary. Make your pastoral dreams a reality in your own little island sanctuary. Conquer, raise animals, cultivate the earth, and learn to live off the land. Looking to slow down a bit, you can look forward to a variety of updates throughout this. Yeah. So here's what I first thought. They said it was like, oh, you're gonna be able to talk to your island and whatnot. And what went through my head was like, please do not make this like a housing thing where it's like you have to buy your land. It would be kind of disaster. So we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be like that because it would be a disaster, and it did say it was gonna be for everybody to do. So, you know, it doesn't really make sense to make it sort of a similar housing system with it. And just pretty much put it like, oh, hey, you have to pay 1 trillion gil to fucking buy this piece of land, and it's just like, here I am, poor peasant with only 100k gil, you know? So I completely doubt it's gonna be like that at all whatsoever. It's just gonna be like, but the thing that does, I am curious about, is this gonna be, let's say this, is this gonna be more, be like, open to other people? So, is it gonna be just by myself in this plot of, or area, whatever, however big it is? Is it just gonna be by myself, or is it going to be a, like, are other people gonna be able to go in, or even help out as well? You know, sort of similar to how in Animal Crossing, where, you know, people have their own place and you can travel to other people. Multiple people can go to another person's world or what. So it is interesting. It's interesting how they're gonna go about this. Is it gonna be a very solo completely solo, relax, or cooperative, if you want it to be. Maybe cooperative for people to out with you. So you help them. There are gonna be things you can trade because they also said farm, plants, vegetables, you know, be able to sell them as well. So who knows what else you could also make in here if you can trade items with places. This is gonna be interesting. I'm open to it. I think these are cool things. I just hope it isn't boring. I just hope it isn't boring. You know, something that can be kind of fun, relaxing. Fine. You don't want to go to a savage raid and fight a million times, do the same mechanic over and over again, and you just want to. I'm just gonna plant my damn vegetables. Live a carefree life in the countryside. They also said that you'll be able to display or have your minions running around. That would be very cool. In my opinion, that would be very cool. I sometimes feel like the minions you have never, how to say this, sort of don't know minions you have or whatever, like all these minions, but you can have out one at a time. I know there is like the minion battle or thing, golden saucer. I've never done it, but I know that's a thing. So this would be pretty cool to have just, you know, all your fucking minions and stuff just like, you know, running around, and maybe they follow you, or maybe they just, I don't know. It'd be pretty cool. Since you can also raise animals, that's gonna be interesting. What purpose that would serve. Chocobos and whatnot. That'd be interesting to see. Like, oh, I'm raising the animals, but like, what for? You know? Like, what for? Yeah, all in all, something I'm low-key looking forward to. Hopefully it'll be fun, relaxing kind of Animal Crossing experience. That would be cool. We're obviously getting 2 new jobs. Getting obviously another healer and a melee DPS. I wasn't expecting a melee DPS. I wasn't expecting a melee DPS. Personally, this is completely personal. Me. I sort of wanted a melee DPS. Yes, there are already 4. Right? There are already 4. However, I'm a pretty, not really, but I like swords. I like using swords. So when we look at all the sword in the game, we have Dark Knight. Gunbreaker counts as a sword, Gunblade, and there is Samurai. I think that's it. So there's only 3 classes that have swords. 2 of them are tanks and 1 is a melee DPS. I always felt like sword is a, oh yeah, and paladin. There's 5. Paladin, I forgot. I've always felt that swords are a more offensive means of a weapon use, and they fit more of the melee DPS rather than tank. However, you know, Gladiator has a sword and shield. Dark Knight is a big ass fucking sword. So, you know, it's fine that these are tanks, but I feel like everyone wants to play a tank. Some people just outright don't like being. So, personally, I've always wanted a Now, yes, we have samurai, but samurai uses a katana. It's not the same thing as using, you know, a great sword like Dark Knight, right? So I'm personally happy that it's gonna be another melee DPS. As to what it will be, this doesn't mean it's definitely gonna be a sword class. No, there are things that can be melee DPS with a sword. We'll have to wait and see what that is. I feel like it'll likely be a sword, one way or another. You know, people were saying, "Oh, Necromancer," but it doesn't seem like they're gonna do Necromancer. I am very, 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 very curious to what the new melee DPS class will be. So that's pretty much all I can say about the melee DPS. Now let's look at the new class they actually showed, the healer class they actually showed. Here. New class they actually showed here. Sage. Healer class. So there's a big thing coming with this alongside with this class, and it looks like they're going to do quite a big tweak to healers, to all the healers. Scholar, White Mage, Astrologian, and now Sage as well. It's the new addition, so it seems that they're trying to make it sort of like a tank, how tank is orientated, if that makes sense. Basically meaning is like you have your main tank, and then you have your other two sort of off tanks, or I think the main tanks are what? Gladiator and Martyr, I think? Or wait, is it Martyr or Warrior? It's Warrior, right? Yeah. Being Paladin and Warrior, I think, are the two main tanks. I could be wrong. I could be definitely wrong. I think the off tanks are Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. I'm not sure if I'm right about the classification of them, but basically it means it doesn't matter. Basically, tank is oriented to have two of the classes are more of a main tank, and the other classes are more of an off tank, and that's how they set up tank B. So it seems like they're trying to do the same thing with the healers class, and that makes sense, I guess. You know, also has to make they're gonna have to make kind of big tweaks with the rest of already other three classes: White Mage, Scholar, and Astrologian. It seems that they're going to make, because White Mage is like your pure healing class. This is the straight up White Mage. This is White Mage. This does everything you expect it to be. It'll just heal. You know? And then Scholar is your other one that's like healing, but it does a lot of like, I know it does a lot of barriers and sort of more supportive stuff. And then Astrologian was more of the hybrid between the two. It was like healing, but also barriers and stuff. Now, mind you, I do not have a healing class. I have never played healer, and my knowledge of healers is absolute bare bottom, rock bottom. Okay? So, I am not the expert tech, but this is just my thoughts. I think it is cool that they're going to do this sort of dual categorization for healers, to have two ones that are actually healing classes, and then two others that are more barrier orientated classes. I believe they said that Scholar and Sage are going to be the barrier classes, and White Mage are going to be classes healers. I think that's what they said. So that's pretty much that out of the way. Now let's actually talk about Sage itself, Sage actual class. I think the class actually looks very interesting and pretty cool. This class might make me want to play healer. I by no means am a healer kind of guy. I find healer to be very boring. It's something that just not appeals to me at all. I will admit I've never tried it, so it may not actually be like that. Actually be fun or whatever, but that's how I feel about healing. It's just like, no, it's boring. I don't want to do that. Someone else can do it. So if I do decide to like want to pick this Sage class up, I might actually have to pick a healing class beforehand. Get used to being a healer. Get used to being a healer. You know, because you know it's pretty. It's like, you know, it's the same thing for tank. It's very hard. Not very hard, but it takes quite a while to get used to being a tank when you've never done a tank and start at level 60, like Gunbreaker or something. You know, you have a bunch of the abilities and you have zero fucking clue of, like, what it is to be a tank or how to be a tank. So I feel like it's gonna be something similar to like that. So I may want I want to try Sage, so I have like into Sage. I might pick up a healing class before. One would be, I don't know. I think White Mage, because that's what I think healing is. When I think of healing, it's like, oh yeah, White Mage in a Final Fantasy game. So yeah, the class looks very cool. It's like other no-lifts. That's what the weapons are called, no-lifts. They do barriers. They say it's going to be barrier-oriented stuff. Now here's the thing. I wonder if it's going to be barrier but more offensive orientated, and then Skull is going to be barrier but more defensive orientated. Because I mean, let's be real. Like, the base concept and design of the class, or just visually, the design looks very very offensive. It looks like it uses a lot of fucking shooting lasers and shit, dude. Shooting lasers, so it looks like it's more offense orientated, just going by design alone. But this is a healing class, so it's going to be and stuff. But I feel like it'd be it's gonna set up all of its barriers and stuff, but it have a good portion of damage output. This might be probably be like the highest damage healing class out there. Maybe. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I am interested in that class and but it looks nice. It looks pretty clean and whatnot. But yeah, that's I think that covers it for the classes. That covers all the classes title beforehand. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think I've already expressed my thoughts on everything they've revealed thus far. Overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with what they've showed. And I'm definitely looking forward. To everything else. The rest of the shit they have to show. Why not? So yeah, I'm excited, and we'll see what else they have for us in May.